in ourselves. The purpose is to be in a state of pure observer. So it is a state where I can live unaffectedly from my imagination and from effect of outside world. So in other words, we are trying to ensure continuity of our happiness, and our happiness and unhappiness depends on the state of our imagination. So if there is a contradiction in our state of being, then we feel unhappy. If there is a harmony in our state of being, we feel happy. So that's why it is important to be aware of our state of being. So we are trying to be full aware of ourselves. So many activities are going on in ourselves, gross level activities, subtle level activities, and we are trying to be fully aware. We are trying to be aware from subtlest level activity to gross level activity of the self. For that, we are making effort. So let me briefly sum up all these steps. So in step 1, we are trying to observe our imagination without reacting into it, without evaluating it, without interrupting it, without creating something. We are trying to be aware. So aware means seeing the things as it is. Whatever is happening, I am seeing it as it is. So we are practicing self-awareness, self-observation. So awareness means where my attention is. It is outside, it is on some sensation of the body, or it is my imagination. What is the object of my attention? So we need to be aware. What is the object of my attention? It doesn't matter what is object of my attention. What matters is, am I aware about the my attention or not? So once I am aware where my attention is, where my attention is shifting, where my attention is changing. So this awareness is important. So whenever my attention is on my imagination, so we are observing it as it is. So we are observing it. We are practicing observation so that our ability to see the subtle level activities increase. So we are habitual to see gross level activities, but gross level activities are manifestations of subtle level activities. So with the awareness, we are trying to see subtle level activities which are at the base of gross level activities. So when we are not reacting, when we are not evaluating, gradually we will be moving from gross level to subtle level activities. And when subtle level activities are addressed, gross level activities will be resolved. So this is what we are practicing in step 1. Then in step 2, we are evaluating feeling. So whatever is going on in our imagination, some feeling must be at the base. So in step 2, we are trying to be aware of our feeling. So once we are aware of feeling, we are evaluating it. Is it natural for me or not? Is it in accordance with human nature or not? Would I like its continuity or not? So we are just evaluating it. We are not creating any argument within us. So we are just evaluating our feeling. So once I am able to see that this feeling is not natural for me, then in step 3, we are observing its impact on my state of being. What is the impact? Once I am aware that this feeling is natural for me, in step 3, we are trying to see its impact on my state of being. So, what is the impact when my feelings are natural? What is the impact on my state of being when feelings are not natural? So, observing feeling and its impact. And this we are doing in step 2 and 3. Then in step 4, we are trying to see who has decided for this feeling that I have at this moment. So it is because of some other human being, it is because of situation outside, or it is because of my decision. So we are trying to see who decides for this feeling in step 4. So step 4 is important. If I am able to see that I am deciding my feeling, then I will take full responsibility of my feeling. So we will take full responsibility that whatever feeling we have, we are responsible for this. Once we are able to see that we are responsible, then we will be free from blaming others. If I am not aware that I have decided for this feeling, or I am not convinced that I have decided this feeling, then I will start blaming others. Then I will start making programs to correct others. But if I am able to see that I am responsible for this feeling, then I will make program for myself. So in step 4, need to work on this self arises. So in step 4, it becomes clear where I need to make effort, outside or inside, for the happiness. So if we are clear that this moment, whatever feeling we have, it is because of our decision. So we will not blame others. We will accept the need for our transformation. We will accept need to evaluate ourselves. So in this manner, now we will start working on ourselves. So it is important to see whether we are responsible for our feeling or not. And when we are seeing it, we are not convincing ourselves that we are responsible. We are observing it. So from step 1 to 4, we are not reacting. We are just going deeper and deeper and deeper. From gross to less gross to less gross to subtle. We are moving gradually. But if we react during this process, then it will be difficult to move towards subtle level activities. We will be trapped at gross level because the moment we react, we start thinking many things and we come to the surface level rather than going deeper level. So this is what we are practicing from step 1 to 4. So situation outside, person outside may trigger my sanskar. It may work as a agent to trigger me. But this triggering is happening because I have decided for this state. So that we need to check whether it is true or not. So that we need to check, is it true for myself? If it is true, then we will take responsibility for self transformation. we will make effort for self transformation. If it is not true, then we will keep making effort outside. We will keep blaming outside world. So this is what we are practicing from step 1 to 4. So let's take few reflection on these steps. So we have Neetu Chauhanji with us.
हेलो
जी दीदी।
जी नमस्ते भैया
नमस्ते।
नमस्ते सभी भैया I am able to see many times during the day how I am feeling. So one thing I would like to share, you can also suggest भैया if I am going in the right direction or not. These days I am seeing that there are many sanskars which are there, from my childhood, or they, which are very old deep-rooted sanskars. And I am observing that sanskars are getting developed now also. It's not that only I have the previous sanskars and my living is based on the previous sanskars only. The sanskars, I am taking the sanskars and developing the sanskars even now. But now because I am little aware, so the sanskars that I am developing right now, they are mostly based on the natural acceptance. And then I am able to see, the outside world and how my inside is going as per the interaction which is going outside. For example, here there is this mentoring workshop going on. It started yesterday, and because I am associated with all this content and exploring. So there were many terms that I was not comfortable with, like associating mentoring only with the skill part. So there was no discussion on values, though it was the first day only. Maybe in the later sessions they will discuss about the values required for mentoring. But yesterday there was no discussion regarding values. So it was only skill based and full of do's and don'ts. A mentor should be like this, there should be this, there should be that, like this. So I was seeing that at that moment when this presentation was going on, I was able to see the sanskar in me which believes that values are also required for mentoring. Now this sanskar I think I have developed recently only. It's not a very deep rooted sanskar. Some part of it may be because my parents have a deep impact on me. So some part of it was there in me because values are there, which I have imbibed from my parents. But some of the sanskar I could observe yesterday that they are not very old. And I was uncomfortable for first 2, 3 minutes when the slides were opened. But then because I was aware, so I was not uncomfortable for a longer time, and I could see that the understanding of the other person is different than my understanding. Everybody is having a different level of understanding. So they are presenting as per their own understanding. This is what I was wanted to share, Bhaiya. Yeah. You can say something about it, Bhaiya. Am I able
जी
to
दीदी। जी
express?
दीदी।
Okay. Yeah.
जी। So nice दीदी। So it is important to see that events are happening outside, but Our feeling is changing due to our sanskar. Some person is presenting PPT, PPTs are changing. All these things are happening outside.
Yes.
But at some moment I am comfortable, at some moment I am not comfortable. It is happening because of my acceptance that I have made, that we are calling it sanskar. So something goes outside according to my acceptance, then we feel comfortable. It
Yes.
is not, if it is not according to our acceptance, then we feel uncomfortable, right? So this is a very important step if we are able to see that comfortability, uncomfortability, it is happening, not happening because of outside world is changing. It is happening because my acceptance varies with time, person, place.
Yes.
So that's why there is a wave of emotions feeling within us.
Right.
So this is important. Secondary, if we are aware of our natural acceptance, so two things will happen. Number one, we can evaluate our previously accumulated sanskar. So with awareness, we can evaluate, and we can also filter coming inputs from outside if we are aware of our natural acceptance. So we will evaluate our previous acceptances, and we will also evaluate our new acceptance in the light of natural acceptance.
Yes.
This
Yes,
is
Bhaiya.
reflection of sanskar. So that's why awareness is required. What we had accepted previously, what we are accepting presently. So with awareness, we can see it. है ना? So sanskar is very dynamic process. Every
Yes.
moment we are accepting, we are rejecting. So whatever we are accepting, it becomes our sanskar. And with time, it goes down into our consciousness. है ना? And if our acceptance is strong, then it goes down in unconscious conscious mind, and it keep working. So that's why it is very important to evaluate what we have accepted. Otherwise, at the base, it will keep working.
Yes, Bhaiya.
है ना? So nice, Didi. So awareness. That's why awareness is required.
Yes. And some sanskars are so entangled, Bhaiya, that it is very difficult to detangle those sanskars and see them and then resolve. There are many things which are related to those sanskars. Like, may I share, Bhaiya?
जी जी.
Uh, yeah, like we give money. Some elders they give money when they come to our house. Like when I go
हम्म,
to my parents' house, they always give me something. So, and I always give something to my brother's children. They are very small, like this. So I have seen this since my childhood.
हम्म,
And everybody, when you refuse, they say that this is man other. We are giving it just. So it's
हम्म,
only for your man that we are giving this. So this sanskar is very deep rooted in me because I have seen it
हम्म,
since childhood.
जी.
And now sometimes if I don't give anything to someone who is younger to me, like my brothers and sisters, children, and anyone where I have to, we know that I must give something like that. So if I am not giving something, I am not comfortable until I give something. So once I have given, then I will be comfortable. Otherwise, I will be feeling very uncomfortable. Oh, yeah, the child is so small. I am meeting her for the first time, so I must give something like this. So this sanskar. is very deep rooted and it is very complicated also. Sometimes I feel that I get stuck in this, you know, what should I do? Like whether I should give, not give, like this. I don't know. I know that it's the feeling only that matters. I am giving it with a feeling of, love for the child or care for the person whoever I am giving. Yeah. Even my parents are giving me something. It's not that I need that money. It's just that they have a feeling of love for me. They are just care that they want to give me something. That's why they are giving. But this sanskar I was able to see in the last few days, that is very, difficult to handle for me. But one thing I am able to see that I have to see the feeling of relationship, whether there is a feeling of relationship while giving and taking. But other than that, this, I could not get rid of this giving and taking. Yeah,
जी
there
दीदी.
are, yeah, anything.
जी दीदी. So if there is a complexity at the level of thought, then it can be solved at the level of feeling, है ना? So to solve complexity of thought is easy at the level of feeling, because at the level of feeling there is a very few option, either relationship or opposition. At the level of thoughts there are infinite option. So when thoughts gets complicated, it can be resolved at the level of feeling. When feelings are complicated, we are not stable at the level of feeling. It can be solved at the level of sanskar. So feelings are not stable because our sanskars are not stable. When our sanskars are complicated, now it can be resolved with understanding, with knowing of our innate nature. So with knowing, our sanskars gets resolved. Without knowing, our sanskar gets complicated day by day. So that's why knowing is important. And for knowing, awareness is important. So what we are trying to know, we are trying to know our innate nature. We are trying to know the state of pure observer. That is already blissful state. But because of lack of knowing, we jumped from that state to our state of sanskar, and sanskars are complicated, so we are struggling with our sanskar. Sometimes we jumped from sanskar to feeling because sanskars are not stable, so we keep struggling with feeling. We are confused whether we should live with relationship or opposition. When we jumped from feeling to thought, they are more complicated because finite thoughts are going on.
Yes, yes. Many thoughts.
जी, number of thoughts are going on. So we have full scope where I will be. I may be at the level of at the state of pure observer. I may land at the state of sanskar. I may land at the state of feeling. I may land on my thought. And I may focus my attention completely outside also. So we have full scope where we will be. But we need to check, verify which state make me more comfortable. So once we are able to see that at the pure observer, I am more comfortable, stable, unaffected. I am in harmony. Once we are able to see, then why will we will jump to sanskar? है ना? Sanskar will be handled automatically, naturally, when I am at this state of pure observer.
So we have feeling
So,
at the level of feeling, I am always resolved. This I have observed. I don't carry very the burden of negative feelings. At the level of feeling, I am resolved. Yeah, but
ji,
thoughts are there. In thoughts, many scars are there. I am able to see that it is there.
yes. So sometimes we resolve our feeling, sometimes in our unawareness. है ना? There are feelings which creates contradictory thoughts.
Hmm. Yes,
So with awareness, we can resolve it. With full awareness, we can resolve it continuously.
yes, yes. Once I feel get this feeling of being related to all, then I think everything will be sorted out.
Ji. So that is most important.
Yes, Bhaiya. Thank you, Bhaiya.
So good, Didi. Keep practicing. Ji. So let's take one more reflection on this assignment. So we have Anil Vasant ji with us. Namaste, bhaiya.
Namaste सभी को. Nowadays admission are going on and we are in the rural area. So some parents, some students when used to come to us, we try to explain them everything and we require minimum 30-45 minutes for one candidate to explain them everything. So even if we take the admission or not take the admission in our institute, I myself feel comfortable. But at some level, even suppose I'm saying that sun is rising in the east, and I'm trying to explain the parents in that way, but still their sanskar could not understand it, and they will at the end, I understand, at the end they may be in trouble and they will again come back at very later stage, and then again they will try to get the admission. So in such process, awareness, what we are saying, that program, we should make a program to uplift them, to make them up to our level. Our observations, our feelings 100% changes, and we are observing it. Suppose a unknown student comes explaining admission le mat le, at the same time some relative comes, our feelings are totally different. We explain them everything, and if they don't take the admission or they take the admission, our feelings again different. So we are observing it very minutely, but at the same time feelings are changed at any level. So I want to just know whether these feelings, observations, even evaluation also at later stage, is this process in which we are doing, Bhaiya?
Ji, ji, bhaiya.
Can you just ji,
So what is your concern?
that their feelings, our feelings, I know that I should not disturb with their feelings.
Yeah.
I should not be unhappy, whatever may be the results. But
Ji.
feelings are always changing.
So this is our intention.
Mm,
है ना? This is our
yes,
natural acceptance
yes,
that our feelings should not change with outside circumstances.
correct, 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 correct.
And this is our intention. And if you see that we also have that state in us where I can interact with people without getting affected from it. So we are calling it the state of pure observer that
mm,
is unaffected from outside interaction, that is unaffected from our sanskar. Because this state is already in us, that's why we have intention to maintain that state. So in the form of intention, we are clear that feeling should be definite. Feeling should not change with the world outside. But what is happening? We leave our state of pure observer. We
mm.
jump into our
Inside.
sanskar or feeling or thought.
Mm,
Now all these things are varying with outside. So our intention is right, our natural acceptance is right. But our competence to be in a state of pure observer, to be aware of state of pure observer is lacking.
mm.
Right. So that we need to explore more. Is there any possibility in me when I can be with definite feeling, irrespective of outside environment? So what we are doing otherwise. We are in impression that we can have definite feeling if other person accept me, accept my thought. So other person is not accepting us. So our feeling
Yes.
is changing. So our
Mm,
reference has shifted to outside. But if my reference is fixed, then my feeling will be fixed. So if my reference is fixed, then I will put my views in the form of proposal. Now it is other's choice to accept it or not. है ना? It depends on the preparation of other sanskar, whether he will accept my proposal or not. But my feeling can be definite with the state of pure observer. So we are making effort outside, we need to make effort inside also. है ना?
mm,
So this we need to check within ourselves.
mm. Yes, yes, yes.
So it is choice of other person. He
Yes,
may
sir.
accept, he may reject.
Yeah,
So
see.
while sharing in the form of proposal, we will be free
Mm,
from his acceptance or rejection. But if I am trying to convince him, then I will be bound with his yes or no.
mm.
Because when you put something, people will take time to verify it because they
Yes.
have a number of sources of informations and you have given one information. They are getting n number of information on the same topic from a number of sources.
Sources.
So they will verify. What we can do only, we can put proposal, we can help them to verify while being in a state of harmony. So this is good that you are interacting with so many people and you have enough opportunity to see your comfortability and uncomfortability. And you can check this uncomfortability because of others non acceptance or because of my decision. Every time you can check it via.
Yes, yes.
जी.
So I am giving them in the form of proposal only. I mean, initially only I am telling it is our proposals, and you can accept it or not accept it. That I am telling them at initial level only, because when we are talking, so many words of our UHV we are using also. But the inner feeling, what you are saying, that has to be observed perfect. What I can understand from this.
Things in the form of proposal or not. So indicator
Proposals.
is I will be ready to listen yes as well as no from others. If I am not ready to listen no, then I am not putting the thing in the form of proposal. I am trying to convince him.
Hmm.
So this morning changes. For example, we request. Generally, we say, I request you not to give me that thing. I request you to shift from this side to this side. Generally, we request in daily life. So request means I am giving right to other person. He may say yes, he may say no.
Yes, yes.
And I am ready to accept both.
Hmm.
If I am not ready to accept no, it means I was not requesting. I was ordering
Hmm.
him.
Yes.
So proposal can be put in the form of request.
Okay.
So I am putting proposal. Now I am giving authority to you. You may say yes, you may say no. And I will accept both.
Correct.
But somehow I am not accepting no. So it was not put in the form of proposal.
Proposals.
Internally, I was trying to convince. Internally,
Hmm.
I was forcing you to say yes. So we can check
Yes.
this. Okay, भैया
जी जी जी.
जी. So let's take 5 minute observation. So again, during observation, we will be aware where our attention is, and whenever my attention is on imagination, we will observe it as it is. And be aware when you are step 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you think that process is disturbed, then don't react. Go to step 1 and start observing. If you are not confident whether you are seeing feeling or not, so don't feel disturbed. Keep observing it without concluding it whether it is feeling or thought. If you are not able to see feeling, just try to see its impact, whether you are comfortable or uncomfortable. So once you are aware that you are feeling comfortable or uncomfortable, then observe my comfortability is because of my decision or some situation or because of other human being. Similarly, if we are feeling uncomfortable, then we can also check it is because of my decision or some other factors. So let's sit for 5 minutes relaxedly. Don't force your eyes to see. Keep your body loose. Keep your hands, leg stable. Don't try to create something. If you are if you are not able to see what I am seeing, then don't create anything. Just keep observing it. If you are feeling blank during this observation, keep observing this blank. If you are feeling nothingness, that I am observing nothing, then keep observing this nothingness. If you are feeling uncomfortable, keep observing this uncomfortability. If you are feeling comfortable, keep observing this comfortability. If you are shifting, keep observing this shifting. If you are stuck somewhere in your imagination, keep observing this stuck. The only thing to do is keep observing.